watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. It feels pretty good outside today.
It does. Let's start by getting a look at your first morning forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is out on the patio. Hey, Alex.
Hey there. Yeah, I'm actually smiles out here on the patio right now. It's every day we've been progressing, getting a little bit warmer and a little bit warmer, and we are a little bit warmer, but guess what? We got a polar cold front that we're tracking. It's going to bring some much colder temperatures, at least briefly, to southern Wisconsin. Let's track that right now with Future Track. Tomorrow morning, waking up to temperatures in the mid-20s. That's where we should be for this time of year. As we go into the afternoon hours, notice, let's say the Dells, Wisconsin River, Madison to Janesville. We briefly get into the mid to upper 30s, colder to the northwest towards Camp Douglas, and watch that cold air sweep into southern Wisconsin by 10 o'clock. Teens across southern Wisconsin, gusty winds, waking up Thursday morning to the actual thermometer readings in the lower teens, but in Maine weather, our wind chill values are going to be much colder than that. We'll show those wind chill values in just a little bit. Right now, 29, so we have made progress out there. This is still below normal, but certainly feeling better without those breezes out there that we have been experiencing the past couple of days. Here in Dane County, we got 30 in Waunakee, 28 in Stoughton, 27 in Belleville right now, and plan the evening staying in the middle 20s with clouds on the increase, winds on the increase. Will we get any snow also with that polar cold front? I'll let you know in a couple minutes.
Alex, thank you. Another member of the Sun Prairie Area School District Board of Education is resigning, becoming the second board member to step down in less than a month.
Lisa Goldsberry, who served as the clerk and treasurer for the board, announced her resignation in a Facebook post. She says the other school members were trying to create policies to, quote, silence me. She made a series of allegations in her post last night and this morning. This comes less than a month after Alwyn Foster, a former board member, resigned. He said the school district has historically mistreated black staff members and referenced the firing of former East High School principal Renee Coleman. The district made a statement days later saying an investigation into misconduct on Coleman's part preceded her departure. The full story is up on channel3000.com. Well, we've made it through Black Friday and Cyber Monday, but today isn't about buying, it's about giving.
This Giving Tuesday, we're highlighting local charities that could use your help this holiday season. Our Braden Ross is kicking off our coverage live at Goodwill on the east side. Hey, Braden.
Hi guys, yes, we are here live at Goodwill on the east side to talk to a few members of their team here. I have Brad Paul and Catherine Klopfer here. Now you guys are part of the broader team of Goodwill of Central Wisconsin, but I want to talk about Giving Tuesday before we get to what Goodwill does. Today is a very important day. Obviously we have Black Friday, we have Cyber Monday, but what is today all about?
Today is Giving Tuesday, and it's all about giving back. It's doing good, helping others in the community. That's truly what it was meant for.
Talk a little bit about what it means as nonprofits, Giving Tuesday. I mean, this is a big day of the year for nonprofits across the country.
Yep, it's a big day for nonprofits, but you can give to nonprofits at any time of the year. But it's specifically on this day, it's a season of giving, it's the holidays, it's just kind of a feel good, and really it's about helping others. So you can give back in so many different ways, whether it's donating your time, your talents, donating money, and in our case with Goodwill, it's donating some goods that help our programs.
So Brad, one thing that people may not know about Goodwill, right, is that it's not just a store that you shop at. There's a lot more to Goodwill. Talk to me a little bit about the mission behind Goodwill.
Yeah, well, you're exactly right. People are very familiar with our stores. I was too before I started working at Goodwill. But beyond the stores, through the front door, what you see happening here supports our mission work. That includes housing assistance, employment services, other support services. We do a lot of Goodwill that people don't always see and is so evident in our stores.
If people want to help, if they want to give on Giving Tuesday, or, you know, you said it, they can do it any time of year. What are the things that you really need from the community?
We need volunteers to bring their time and expertise. We run a tax assistance service, which is always good. We need goods donated. The revenue that's generated from those goods that are sold in the store here supports our mission work. We run 2 group homes. We run 74 apartments that are subsidized for people who lack housing. And we do employment services, job training, a whole host of things, again, that people aren't typically familiar with.
And then when people come in and shop in the stores too, they're still giving back that way, right?
We always say shop good, do good, or you're doubling the good. When you're giving donated items, you're keeping them out of the landfills, so you're helping to support the environment, good for the environment. When you bring goods into here, you're helping to support our programs, so it's good for the community.
And super easy to drop off. We walked by the drive up, drop off, super easy. Is there anything people need to know about what kinds of things they can and can't donate?
Oh, there's lots of different opportunities. Things that we can't sell in the store that are still donated, we have a recycling program, so we work with a lot of different partners that help us, get those items. If they can't be sold in the store, we help them, support where a partnership would take them out, keep them out of the landfill. That's kind of the goal overall.
Absolutely. A lot of good to be done here today, and we will keep following as Giving Tuesday continues. And we're going to be heading out to a few other local nonprofits here in the Madison area throughout the rest of our shows tonight to show you some other ways you can donate. If you're interested in donating to Goodwill, can they do that online?
They can do it online. We have an online donation for funds. Come into any of our stores throughout the Dane County area. We have 14 stores throughout the area, so come into any of our stores. We'll take goods anytime, any time of the year.
And can I just stress one point? Today's Giving Tuesday. It's an incredibly important day. There's a lot of attention to the issues, but the needs exist 364 other days as well. So hopefully people are using today as an opportunity to learn about all the good work and then keep that engagement over the rest of the year.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today. I will send it back to you guys for now.
Thank you, Braden. With all the people looking to give to charities and those in need, there's also the potential for danger.
That's right. Our Jalen Banks spoke with the Better Business Bureau on ways you can avoid being scammed this Giving Tuesday. Jalen?
Maddie and Brady, as you just mentioned, there may be individuals out there looking to take advantage of people's kindness today. The Better Business Bureau has a few tips to ensure you don't get scammed today. Number 1, pay with a credit card, not a debit card. Credit cards offer the best protection. 2, giving can be done on any day of the year, as I just mentioned, at Goodwill. So if anyone is trying to pressure you into giving on this day only, be wary. Also review their website, find a mission statement and other contact information in case you have questions.
You see a link on social media and you're interested in giving to that charity, you really need to do your homework before you go ahead and give, because it could definitely be a scammer who has an ad out there to lead you to a site to give to them instead of the legitimate charity. So really do your homework, know who you're giving to.
Another way to check whether or not you're donating to a legitimate charity is by checking their tax status. And always just continue to do your homework so you don't get scammed.
Jalen, thank you. Here in Dane County, 55,000 adults struggle with low literacy. That's enough to fill 3 call centers. But the Literacy Network in Madison is hoping to bring that number down this Giving Tuesday. Ellie LaLiberte shows us how we can help. Ellie.
This Giving Tuesday, the Literacy Network is asking the community to help raise $7,000 to support 50 new students. 50 students to represent 50 years of free adult literacy and English language classes. The money raised will help register new students and provide them with textbooks. This year, the organization hit a record, helping 1,500 adults struggling with literacy.
Our impact is the most it's ever been, and we are able to do this because when we see increased demand for services, the community comes together and provides the support so we can add more classes.
To donate to the Giving Tuesday Fund or to learn more about volunteering, you can go to litnetwork.org. And tonight at 5, you can hear from a former student about how these classes helped her.
Thank you, Ellie. Well, next on Live at 4, a new warning from the World Food Program about famine in Gaza.
Plus, where Wall Street stands on whether Trump's deportation plans will happen.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
Welcome back to Portage Furniture Store, your forever furniture store. Mr. Aaron Ayers, what does that mean?
Welcome back, Emmy. Yes, when we talk about forever furniture, we talk about generation-lasting, heirloom-quality custom furniture. Case in point, we live it every day. My wife and I, we have a chair in our home that my grandfather sold to my wife's grandparents. Generation lasting, third generation lasting furniture.
Long before you and Jen had met. That's an incredible story.
We find love at Portage Furniture.
He can promise that right there. And still free delivery, amazing service from your crew.
We talk about it all the time, the best in the business. bring it in, set it up for you, move it left, move it right. They are the best.
They're going to take care of you. And it looks like the 4th generation, they're just swooping right in. They're making some decisions here, Aaron.
They're trying to kick us out the door as quick as they can. They're anxious and they're ready to go.
Kenley, are you ready to work in the store someday?
Yeah, I was born ready.
That a girl. High five. We've all had those moments in businesses where you see the salesperson come at you and you're like, oh man, I haven't even had a second to look. Except that doesn't happen when you come to Portage Furniture.
That's right. Really, it's a pressure-free environment. Really no pressure at all. We like the customers to be able to get a chance to look around, to really sit down on the furniture, to lay down on the mattresses, to really, again, have the no pressure atmosphere here at the store.
Absolutely. But they also know their stuff. So when you're ready, when you need them, when you have the questions for them, they're going to be here and they're ready to go.
Yeah, that's right. Our staff and our salespeople are very well knowledgeable and they know the product and everything too. So any questions, they're here for you.
From the entire Portage Furniture family, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Shop Bergstrom, Madison, or Middleton locations today.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on December 5th at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on classes and events.
Welcome back. South Korea is no longer under martial laws. The president of South Korea lifting that declaration just hours after making it in a surprise address. Video here showing soldiers on the streets of capital city Seoul. The president Yoon Suk-yeol had vowed to eliminate anti-state forces amid a struggle against opposition that controls his country's parliament. Parliament quickly voted to defy the declaration. The Biden administration says it's in contact with the South Korean government, a close ally, with one senior official saying the U.S. is seriously concerned.
A new warning from the World Food Program about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza as Israel's war against Hamas continues. The WFP says the level of desperation is rising, and the amount of food Israel has allowed into Gaza has plunged over the past 2 months. That's worsened after the UN decided to stop sending aid through the main Gaza crossing because of the danger posed to workers along the delivery route.
We have reached a new level when it comes to the breakdown of civil and public order, and we are being looted across the southern strip. In the north, of course, the problem is the ongoing military operation, which is hampering our access.
Israel says it's working to boost the flow of aid to Palestinians, but levels are still nearly the lowest they've been throughout the entire 14-month war. This against the backdrop of the world's top war crimes court issuing an arrest warrant for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, accusing him of crimes against humanity. That includes the allegation his government has used starvation as a method of warfare.
Tomorrow, the Supreme Court will hear an appeal from young trans people challenging a Tennessee ban on their medical care. The case involved fundamental principles forbidding sex discrimination and tests the reach of the Constitution's equal protection guarantee. The justices will decide whether the landmark decisions tracing back decades apply to transgender rights.
About today.
Well, elsewhere in D.C., Congress is briefly back in session, returning from the Thanksgiving break this week. Lawmakers have exactly 1 month left to get a number of priorities done. The new Congress gets sworn in on January 3rd. First on the list of issues to address, government funding. Lawmakers have until December 20th to approve new spending or see a government shutdown. Lawmakers are also considering a nearly $100 billion request from President Biden for aid to address the aftermath of Hurricanes Helene and Milton.
All of that while Senate Republicans continue meeting Trump's cabinet picks. For a second day in a row, Trump's pick for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth was at the Capitol. While there, he avoided answering questions from reporters about his previous stance that women shouldn't be in combat. He also sidestepped questions about new reports alleging misconduct. In 2016, he was forced to step down as head of the nonprofit Concerned Veterans for America after accusations of financial mismanagement, sexual misconduct, and repeated intoxication. That's in addition to another accusation against Hegseth, including an allegation of sexual assault from 2017. His attorney denies those claims.
Well, Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is back inside, and we are looking toward a, what did you call it? A polar something or other?
Polar cold front.
There we go.
Or an Arctic cold front. It's coming. Again, folks, we've warmed up briefly today. Tomorrow, we're going to get up to 36 out ahead of that front, and then, boom, there goes the temperatures. Down the tube to 22 on Thursday. But it's short-lived, where our temperatures are going to swing right back up into the mid-40s by the time we get to Sunday and Monday, and staying relatively close to normal next week. So just a brief period of cold weather on the way. This evening, let's plan it together. Mid-20s, clouds, winds will be on the increase, bringing in that milder air out ahead of that polar cold front. Temperatures in the mid-20s overnight tonight. Average low is 22, so this is a little bit actually above normal for a change for this time of year. And as we fast forward here to Wednesday, here's the cold front coming through during the afternoon, separating 20s to the northwest towards Camp Douglas to mid-30s, Madison and points off to the southeast. And it will be associated with strong winds and some snow showers. We see that here in Future Track. Look at the snow shower activity building in as we head towards noon. It's scattered to isolated. Not everybody sees them. They come through in little streaks, and we could briefly see some visibilities reduced, but we're not expecting significant travel problems, nor are we expecting significant accumulations with this polar cold front coming through. Take a look, Future Track showing just a couple of bands of perhaps a dusting to maybe as much of an inch. But I do want you to be aware that there is the possibility of seeing that falling snow as we go into Wednesday with that polar cold front. Behind it, this is what it feels like Thursday morning. Temperatures in the single digits below zero. And while this is not extreme cold is pushing near 20 below zero. This is going to be cold enough that I want to let you know you're going to need to bundle up big time heading to work and to school Thursday morning. Coming up a little bit later, I'll show you how strong the winds will be with this weather system too. But bottom line, polar front coming through Wednesday afternoon. Just a few snow showers from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Wednesday afternoon, and those cold wind chills Thursday night. And following the cold wind chills, again, it's just a day of Arctic air. Our temperatures are back well into the 40s by the time we get to Sunday. Going into Monday, maybe a messy weather system Monday going into Tuesday. We're keeping an eye on that weather system Tuesday. That could possibly bring some wet snow to parts of the upper Midwest. Well, we haven't seen this image in a little while, frozen in time, but I want to keep reminding folks that if you want to send us a memorable winter weather event, all you have to do is just scan that QR code, and that links you right up to First Warn at WISC-TV.com, where you can send us your weather story, and then we can show that weather story like we're going to do right now. This is our very first one. So today is a historical time to remember in southern Wisconsin. Some of you might remember this. 34 years ago today marks the anniversary of the infamous December 1990 blizzard. Look at the video from 1990. Whoa. Some of you may remember this. I remember this. It dumped over 17 inches of snow in just under 24 hours at Madison's airport. Wind gusts were clocked at 60 miles per hour or greater, and we even had lightning that struck a few homes. Edgerton, I believe, was a community impacted that caused house fires in southern Wisconsin. Yet it's also a day for celebration as part of our Frozen in Time series, and I got to connect with Barbara Stam, a Madison resident, who shared her story of how this blizzard was associated with bringing life, her son Mitch, into this world. Here's what
we got to the hospital, and he was born at 2:50, so 10 minutes to 3 a.m. And we had no idea there was a storm coming. And then my doctor went home, and he drove into what he thought was a driveway, but it was a ditch. So he couldn't get back out in the morning to see it.
And we got a beautiful picture here. Look at this that Barb sent us as part of her submission to Frozen in Time. Just so we could share this. This is a picture of Mitch and his big sister Maggie. And Barb told me that each year they talk about the blizzard. the day that Mitch was brought into this world. So happy birthday, Mitch. I understand that you may be watching this on our streaming channel, 3000.com, from many, many miles away. And thank you, Barb, for sharing your story about the blizzard of 1990. And again, if you want to go back to maybe Max 2 really quick to show that graphic about how folks can submit their stories, just scan that QR code. We've had plenty of them submitted, and we're going through them. This one being timely with it being December 2nd and December 3rd. So just scan that QR code that we were showing before, or just email us at firstwarn@WISC-TV.com, and we'd love to share your memorable winter weather stories.
That was really cool, and props to Barb. You went through a lot that day.
Yes, yes.
Barb had a busy day.
Yeah.
Yes, and she also wanted to make a shout out. I talked to former Chief Meteorologist Gary Canelti quite a bit, and she wanted to say, hey, Gary. So another plug to Gary, because Gary was doing the forecasting that day.
Would this storm have hit Austin, Minnesota? I'm trying to remember if I remember this.
This is a great question. Gary and I were talking about this last night. This really targeted southern Wisconsin. Gary was saying this was like the quintessential perfect track for a snowstorm in southern Wisconsin. So areas to the north and west towards La Crosse and southern Minnesota would have been on the very far northwestern end of it.
So neither of us remember this.
No, I guess not. I remember the Halloween.
You do remember it.
I remember the Halloween blizzard that hit Minnesota.
1991. So that would have been October 31st, 1991. And I remember the 1990 blizzard, December 2nd and 3rd. We didn't have school in the River Valley area for 3 days.
Nice.
We like that.
Well, thank you to Barbara. Happy birthday, Mitch. And we'll be right back.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
Here's the secret worth sharing. Robertson, Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, has nurses that specialize in custom treatment plans. Always natural, never overfilled. Time to learn how aging is different at Robertson.
Hi, I'm MedAdvantage Max. And if you're anything like me, well, I always want the max. That's why I'm here to tell you that the Medicare annual enrollment period is now open. 2025 plans are now available. Plans may change every year, and this is the time of year when everyone on Medicare should check their plan and get information about other plans.
Just call 800-706-9813 now.
We all want the max, but how do you know if you're getting the max? Plans with additional benefits vary based on where you live. Everyone should call the number on your screen, even if you called last year. A licensed insurance agent will check your zip code to see what plans with additional benefits are available. Here's the good news. It doesn't cost anything to call to see if you're getting the max in your plan. That's right. The call and Medicare plan review are free with no obligation to enroll. I hope you get the max.
Just call 800-706-9813 now. That's 800-706-9813.
I was an occupational therapist and I had lost my position. I was able to just go the next day. Oh, well, I can dash. I love it for the freedom. I can schedule myself. Also, dashing just gives you a sense of purpose. Having portable benefits would be really awesome for me because I could use them to help cover my vision, copays, and adding to my 401k. And I could continue to build that till I retire.
Stanton Optical believes eye care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing. Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Happy holidays from your trusted partner for over 30 years, Avondale Roofing. Steep slope experts since 1988.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
Welcome back. Well, the risk of developing cancer rises with age, but an increasing number of younger people are being diagnosed with the disease, according to the American Cancer Society.
And one cancer in particular is most often found among among young men. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither explains why it's important for men at every age to be aware of testicular cancer signs.
He's an Ohio State University sophomore and a proud member of the Buckeyes marching band. But last semester, Grayson Nemi knew something wasn't right with his body.
Some soreness and just enlargement, and then eventually feeling a lump like while showering.
At first, Nemi says it was thought to be a cyst, but an ultrasound and further testing revealed the lump was something else. Testicular cancer, and the disease had spread. He was just 19 years old.
And it was definitely just scary, you know, especially with the type of cancer I had. It can impact reproductive health.
It's estimated that about 1 in 250 men will develop testicular cancer in their lifetime. For the most part, it affects young and middle-aged men, with the average age of first diagnosis being around 33 years of age. But about 6% of cases happen in children and teens.
These guys are usually healthy. And so I think what the message should be is if you see something, say something. If something's abnormal, let somebody know.
Nemi's medical oncologist, Dr. Paul Monk, with Ohio State's Comprehensive Cancer Center, says early detection of diseases is always important. Symptoms can include a painless lump or swelling in a testicle, change in size or shape, a feeling of heaviness, or a dull ache in the lower abdomen or groin. But there is effective treatment, and because of that, Nemi is back out doing what he loves. He's now cancer-free.
If there's a symptom, definitely get it checked out as quickly as you can.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Still ahead, a local veteran gets a big surprise.
Our Will Keneally talks with the Wisconsin Democratic Party chair about his campaign to lead the national party as well.
Here at Melio Sandwiches, we're all about facts. Fact number 1, we bake our own bread every 4 hours, every day. Fact number 2, we hand slice our meats to perfection, just the way you like it. Melio's, baking a difference since 1989.
Technology is everywhere, and our kids are embracing it to learn, play, and socialize. But with endless ways to access the digital world, monitoring their screen time can be tough. So SSM Health and News 3 Now created the Time for Kids Digital Playbook. Join us on air and online for stories and strategies to help your family navigate, set rules, and stay safe in the ever-evolving digital age. Let's focus on tech together by taking Time for Kids.
Ever wonder why your house is so cold and drafty? Knowing the answer could save you a lot of money. Usually, the problem is your walls. That's why USA Foam Insulation is such a game changer. It's easily installed from the outside and fills up your wall cavities with cold-blocking foam. Your warm air stays inside, your furnace runs less, and you get a lower gas bill. And right now, USA Insulation has their best deals of the year because they know winter is when you need it the most.
USA Insulation.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
I just this morning made a new hole in my belt, so that was super exciting.
Why are women everywhere choosing Sonobello, the advanced solution for permanent fat removal?
I saw the results immediately.
It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I've had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sonobello's best offer of the year. Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
Check it out, Snatch Waist. Loving the results. It will change your life. It did for me.
Call 1-888-510-6198 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Here at Melio Sandwiches, we're all about facts. Fact number 1, we bake our own bread every 4 hours, every day. Fact number 2, we hand slice our meats to perfection, just the way you like it. Melio's, baking a difference since 1989.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
A beautiful shot of downtown. It's a nice day, but don't get used to it.
Another polar cold front is coming.
She said that through gritted teeth, Alex.
Your teeth are going to be chattering a bit as we go into Thursday. It's coming tomorrow. By this time tomorrow, that polar cold front will really be sweeping across southern Wisconsin, taking temperatures that we have right now, which are below normal, in the upper 20s to right around 30. But this is a little bit better than the past couple of days, as I've been explaining a bit earlier in our earlier newscast. It's not windy out here, which is a plus. But the winds are going to be coming back. I'm going to show you how strong those winds are going to get as we go over the course of the next 24 hours. But temperatures upper 20s right now here across southern Wisconsin. We got a 30 in Waunakee, 26 to the southeast in Edgerton, and how about 28 if you're heading on 151 west towards Mount Horeb. A little bit better today, but 29 right now, winds south-southwest at 11. They're going to be a lot stronger as we go 24 hours out from now. So I want to call that out. That's going to be part of our weather story coming up in Maine weather. How strong are those winds going to get? Let's plan our evening. We'll do mid-20s throughout this evening. Clouds will be on the increase by the time we get to the early morning hours. Temperatures staying steady in the middle 20s with clouds on the increase. But will we get some snow with a front that's going to come through tomorrow afternoon? That's going to drop those temperatures down to 22. At least it's brief, with temperatures back up into the 40s by the weekend. Maine weather. What are the wind speeds going to get up to with this polar cold front? What will the wind chills be like Thursday morning? How much snow can we expect? And can we expect snow further out in the future? I have all those answers in a few minutes.
Thank you, Alex. Does the snow make it better for you?
Yeah, because it's pretty.
Yeah.
I don't like when it's just cold for no reason. There's nothing to look at. It's just you're shivering and you're freezing and your nose hairs are freezing. I don't like it.
We don't like that.
Sorry.
Well, as winter does begin to set in, it is important to check on how prepared you are for the bitter temps.
As Arman Rahman reports, that includes your gear and your home.
Like it or not, the bitter cold is setting in, and while this week won't be extreme cold, experts say it's a good test drive to take care of things as the winter approaches. You may have already fired up your heaters within the past couple of weeks, but UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff says if this week is your first time, you might want to make sure your carbon monoxide detector is working if you have one.
We'll have a few people come in because their furnaces weren't working properly and they were leaking carbon monoxide into their home. So I think a good time to remind people that it's a great idea. Should be a requirement to have carbon monoxide detectors in your home.
Carbon monoxide is an odorless, colorless gas that can be deadly. Dr. Potoff also says it's important to make sure your kids are all bundled up, even if they don't plan to be outside for extended periods of time. Of course, another appliance that Old Man Winter likes to hit is our pipes. I'll talk to the Madison Water Utility to find out what you should watch out for as the cold weather snaps begin later at 5. For now, reporting in Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Oh, he's so handy. Thanks,
I know,
Arman.
look at him down there.
Well, in short order, a Wisconsinite could appear on the national political stage.
The Democratic Party chair in Wisconsin, Ben Wickler, announced his campaign to lead the National Democratic Party. He sat down with our political reporter, Will Keneally, who has more.
Wisconsin is known for having local officials take the national stage. Before he was Trump's chief of staff, Wisconsin native Reince Priebus led the National Republican Party. And now Wickler is vying to lead the Democratic Party as Trump returns to the White House, having swept many key Midwestern swing states like Wisconsin.
Here in Wisconsin, we've built a permanent campaign. We've organized and won critical races, including Governor Evers' re-election, which was so great. Tammy Baldwin just now flipping the state Supreme Court majority, winning 14 state legislative seats this year.
Wickler says that's something that he hopes to take to the national level. Now, Wickler was a prolific fundraiser here in Wisconsin, elevating what Democrats could do here in the state. We'll have more at 6 on what this would mean for Wisconsin if he takes on that national role.
Thank you, Will. In partnership with U.S. Bank, Operation Homefront is gifting a Navy veteran a new home. The Permanent Homes for Veterans program helps get veterans and their families into permanent housing. Sydney O'Mealy was deployed 3 times and earned the rank of Petty Officer 3rd Class before being medically retired in 2022. Earlier today, O'Mealy and her daughter were surprised with the news in Sun Prairie.
Well, I didn't think that I would be in the realm of home ownership for years to come, so This is a blessing for me and my daughter.
Operation Homefront is a national nonprofit organization whose programs and services provide relief and recurring family support throughout the year for military families. For Sydney, this newly built home will help her achieve her dream of returning to her home state of Wisconsin.
Well, those of you who go by the Henry Gilman Apartments will notice a new mural on the side of the building. At 93 feet tall and 60 feet wide, look at that, isn't that nice? The mural is the largest in Madison. The design is a nod to Madison, featuring native wildlife and flora, symbolizing Madison's beauty. The team that created the mural used 60 gallons of primer and a grid system to create it.
Another way to give back today, the Madison Reading Project. They're trying to get 20,000 new books to more than 12,000 kids this Christmas. You can help by donating funds or buying books from local bookstores and placing them in MRP's red bins like these. The Madison Reading Project has a registry on their website for people to give a book without even leaving their house. The last day to donate books is this Friday to ensure the kids get them by Christmas. Rowan Childs, the co-executive director of Madison Reading Project, says every child deserves to have some book joy.
The reason Community Book Drive is so important is there's so many kids that aren't able to have their own books, or their parents or caregivers cannot purchase all of those gifts over the holidays. So we want to be able to provide those books at no cost.
MRP is 3/4 of the way to their fundraising goal of $110,000. They'll be collecting until the end of the year. Well, next on Live at 4, if you haven't started any of your Christmas shopping yet, fear not.
Okay, Consumer Reports shows us all the deals you can get this month.
No matter how you say it. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Memories matter. This bend on Cox Hollow Lake was one of Dad's favorite fishing holes. Crest Funeral and Cremation Service helped us make sure he's never forgotten. Making it personal. It's how you heal. We are Crest. We truly believe your memories matter.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed, the only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools by drawing warm air away from your body to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Our smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep per night. And now save 20% on the new Climate Cool Smart Bed, plus free home delivery. Shop a Sleep Number store near you.
Growing old is part of the journey, even when you have heart failure. But when he had shortness of breath, carpal tunnel syndrome, and lower back pain, we wondered, could these be warning signs of something bigger? Thank goodness we called his cardiologist, because these were signs of ATTR-CM, a rare and serious disease that gets worse over time. If you see any of the warning signs, don't wait. Ask your cardiologist about ATTR-CM today.
Get great gifts this holiday season at Menards. Metabo has the power tools to take your project to the next level. Get any of these high-performance Metabo power tools today for just $99 each. Store your tools and organize your garage with our wide selection of Masterforce storage products. They're spacious, durable, and designed to last a lifetime. Get this Masterforce rolling tool chest for $699.98 now at Menards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
It's 6 p.m. in Wisconsin, and you want to know what happened throughout the day. That's where News 3 Now at 6 comes in. Moving forward. While you're navigating your day, we're out in the community, uncovering the stories and finding the answers you're looking for. Local breaking news, in-depth reports, getting to the heart of events and issues that matter here. And when bad weather is on the way, we warn you first. Start your evening with News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward. Weeknights.
Job openings are inching up a little bit. Labor Department data, new data out today, shows the number of job openings rose slightly in October, hitting 7.7 million. That's compared to 7.4 million in September. Economists were forecasting 7.5 million openings for October. It wasn't all good news for the labor market, though. The hiring rate fell to 3.3% in October. That's the lowest level since 2013.
General Motors is recalling more than 132,000 of its trucks due to an issue with the tailgate. According to the recall notice, water intrusion may cause the tailgate's electronic gate release switch to short circuit. That could cause the tailgate to unlatch while the truck is in park. The recall affects certain models of the 2024 Chevrolet Silverado and the GMC Sierra. Owners impacted by the recall will receive a notification in mid-January. You can then take your truck to the dealer for a free fix. Until then, you should check that your tailgate is latched before driving.
More cucumbers are being recalled for salmonella. The FDA is investigating after 3 companies, Sunfed Produce, Balloon Farms, and Russ Davis, voluntarily recalled all sizes of fresh cucumbers. The FDA says they were all grown by Agrotato in Sonora, Mexico. Various U.S. food service and retail stores sold the cucumbers between October 12th and November 26th. If you have the recalled product, throw it out. So far, 68 people across 19 states have been infected, including here in Wisconsin. At least 18 people were sent to the hospital, but there haven't been any deaths. If you haven't finished or even started your holiday shopping yet, it's okay. Fear not, Maddie. December is one of the best times to find almost anything and everything on sale.
Good to know. Consumer Reports is here to help you navigate sales and make smart buys during this busy shopping season. Kyle Pazorski shows us how.
It's the most wonderful time of the year for deals, and we're doing things a little differently this month. If you're shopping based on someone's holiday wish list, you already know what you need to buy, but when can you get the best deals?
You've got plenty of opportunities to save in December. There are a lot of different sales events going on to help you stretch your budget.
As we approach Christmas and the start of Hanukkah, which both fall on December 25th this year, there are some big events for shoppers to mark on their calendars. Look out for extended deals from Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Some sales may even run through the month. And keep an eye open for special deals on Green Monday, a shopping holiday that dates back to 2007. This year it falls on December 9th, when you can expect another surge of sales. If you're buying gifts online, you'll want to place your order by Saturday, December 14th.
As long as you order by that day, most retailers offer free shipping and guarantee that your items will arrive by Christmas Eve.
The next big day to save is tailor-made for last-minute shoppers. The Saturday before Christmas is called Super Saturday because it's one of the year's busiest shopping days. This year, it's on December 21st. You can expect plenty of deals in store since online orders may not make it in time.
This is your last big chance to take advantage of deals and discounts. So if you missed all the other sales and you still have shopping to do, mark this one on your calendars.
And if you don't get everything you want this season, don't worry. The discounts don't stop when the holidays end. Retailers will still offer savings in the new year as they make space for new inventory. The perfect opportunity to use any gift cards you get this year. Happy shopping and happy holidays. This is Kyle Pazorski.
Thank you, Kyle. Consumer Reports says to make sure you check return policies, especially when shopping for big ticket items.
We have too much stuff.
I agree. I agree. I was just saying that.
Some retailers will extend their return windows well into January. Well, coming up on Live at 4, Dr. Potoff stops by to talk about the bird flu, where health officials have detected it most recently.
Plus, the impact all of those holiday parties can have on your health.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Hi, my name is Damian Clark. If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, I have some really encouraging news that you'll definitely want to hear. Depending on the plans available in your area, you may be eligible to get extra benefits with the Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. Most plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance, a monthly allowance to help pay for eligible groceries, utilities, rent, and over-the-counter items. The Healthy Options Allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month, and whatever you don't spend carries over from each month. Plus, your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be part of our large Humana networks. So call the number on your screen now and ask about a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan. And remember, annual enrollment ends on December 7th. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Don't miss a chance to win a new furnace from AirServe of Madison. Send us a photo of your old, ugly furnace for a chance to win a new, beautiful furnace in the Ugliest Furnace Photo Contest on channel3000.com. Brought to you by AirServe of Madison.
Imagine checking your own heart with medical precision from anywhere. Introducing KardioMobile 6L, the FDA-cleared EKG that provides 6 times more heart data than any smartwatch. And it detects 3 of the most common arrhythmias in just 30 seconds, including atrial fibrillation, bradycardia, and tachycardia. Check your heart with the most advanced personal EKG outside the hospital. Get one for just $109 this holiday season. Don't wait. This offer won't last.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Shop Bergstrom, Madison, or Middleton locations today.
This is for all the lonely people, thinking that life has passed them by. Don't give up until you drink from the silver cup and ride that highway in the sky.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Oh, pretty.
Snow's coming down in Jamestown, New York. That's where Lucille Ball's from, by the way.
Is it?
I Love Lucy.
Interesting fun fact there.
You're welcome.
See, this is when it's worth it to be cold, because
Yeah.
it's pretty too.
Very Christmassy.
I'm okay with that.
Well, good, good, everyone.
In case anyone wanted to know.
Okay, well, did you know alcohol is linked to cancer? Now, if the answer is no, you're not alone.
And we have more headlines about the bird flu being detected. Here to unpack the day's top health stories, UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, guys.
So tell us a little bit about what Brady was saying, alcohol being linked to cancer.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do know that alcohol is related to cancer, but they just surveyed in September a little over 1,700 people with a question of like, hey, is alcohol consumption, linked to cancer? And 6 out of 10 people said they didn't think so, which would be incorrect. 2 of those actually thought the opposite, like drinking alcohol might reduce your cancer risk. So I think that's important. I think when we think about alcohol, we think about liver disease, we think about, don't drink and drive, but maybe there isn't enough awareness that alcohol consumption does raise your risk of cancer, and sometimes common cancers, colorectal cancer, breast cancer, and then the things you would think about, stomach, esophageal cancers in the liver. But yeah, good for people to know that that consumption does that.
Because I remember, and this wasn't too long ago, like the studies were like a glass of wine a day is helpful, but that's not the case.
As we've learned more, unfortunately, this one bugs me, but it's not the case.
Not the case.
Red wine can't really argue for heart health anymore. Yeah.
And is it consumption or overconsumption?
So there is no like safe amount. So the way alcohol works is we consume it. There's an enzyme in our body called alcohol dehydrogenase. That's not important, but basically it turns alcohol into a carcinogen. So every time we drink alcohol, we give ourselves a little dose of carcinogen. The more you drink, the worse. But it's not like we can say, well, if you only drink this much, it's safe. Not practical to think people are going to just like completely give up drinking, but try to taper down that dose if you can, just because it's not good for you.
The other topic, bird flu, we've been seeing that all over. So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, there's another case of bird flu found in the milk of cows in California. Now, this is milk that is actually sold raw, so unpasteurized. That's not legal to do in Wisconsin, but there are about 14 states where you can sell unpasteurized milk. We've seen it in cattle over the course of the last several months, particularly dairy cattle. A couple cases transmitted to humans, none of them very severe, a lot of them with eye symptoms. This is one thing that we have our eye on, because what we don't want is bird flu becoming like the next COVID-19. So far it doesn't look that way, but that's why you're seeing a lot of people paying attention to make sure we don't see more transmission of bird flu into humans.
Okay.
And when we say raw milk or unpasteurized milk, what does that exactly mean?
So that means like straight from the cow. So all the milk that we drink is pasteurized. That was figured out a long time ago that killed all the germs and the bacteria in the milk that would otherwise make you sick. I think there's kind of this like push for like organic or natural products. Sometimes that's good. For milk, not such a great thing. I think none of us should be drinking unpasteurized milk. There really isn't a reason for us to be doing that.
It's trendy amongst certain social media influencers. I see them doing that, so not a recommendation from you.
Not a recommendation from me.
Not trendy among Dr. Bono.
No. Our influencer.
I'll take my
here.
milk pasteurized. Thank you. Yes.
Good to see you. Thank you
bet.
very much.
You bet.
Well, Alex is here with our first warn forecast. What have you got, Alex?
I got a polar cold front that we're tracking, and that polar cold front is going to come through Wednesday afternoon, about 24 hours from now, with a few snow showers really peaking at this time tomorrow afternoon. It should end after 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, and then the cold wind chills are really going to move on in Wednesday night going into Thursday. Wednesday, let's break down those snow showers. Not everyone's going to see them. They're going to be few and far between in streaks, in little bands, and in those little bands, we could see some briefly reduced visibilities, but we're not expecting widespread heavy accumulation or even heavy snow for that matter. Just areas, little pockets, little streaks of a dusting to maybe an inch. But you do want to be on the lookout if you're driving tomorrow that briefly you could have some reduced visibilities. And the reason why, you got the snow coming down and wind gusts at times approaching 40 miles per hour, maybe 45 miles per hour, especially over some of those open prairies and susceptible areas in southern Wisconsin. So we got the strong winds. When you got strong winds and then falling temperatures, this is what it's going to feel like Thursday morning, single digits below zero. And while this is not necessarily extreme cold, this is still impactful cold. So I'm going to just underline it's important that you bundle up Thursday morning if you're heading out to work or to school. As we transition towards the winter season, we'll continue to see cold temperatures and probably colder temperatures and colder wind chills than what we'll experience Thursday morning. Planning our evening yet tonight, mid-20s, so this is actually where we should be for this time of year, with gusty winds starting to build in a little bit later in the evening. Got a nice little pretty picture here of festive downtown in Dodgeville. Dodgeville, you could be looking at a couple of snow showers and the camera moving about more 24 hours from now as those gusty winds move in with that polar cold front. The cold air sticks around for a day, and then by the time we get to Friday, Saturday, looking temperatures getting back up to near 40, mid-40s on Sunday. Some showers are a possibility on Monday, and those showers may change over to some wet snow as we transition from Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night. We'll be right back.
It's Good News Madison, brought to you by Don's Home Furniture. We love this time of year when we all get together in downtown Madison to enjoy the beautiful sparkling holiday lights, catch up with friends over cocktails, enjoy awesome local restaurants, and our family really enjoys creating holiday memories during Shine On Madison, which is a free, fun holiday celebration in downtown Madison. And that is Good News Madison, brought to you by Don's Home Furniture.
Don't let an appliance breakdown break you down. Shop Brothers Main's super in-stock selection from brands like GE Appliances with support stirred into every purchase. Whether replacing or remodeling, we've got you covered. Brothers Main, feel like family.
I've got arthritis in my joints. I would walk 10 steps and I'd have to sit down. I wanted to do anything other than go through the pain and the effort of the surgery.
That's when Mike discovered QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. All natural treatments to restore and repair your damaged joint tissue and get you back to living a normal life again with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
Afterwards, I felt like I really made the right choice. It's a tremendous success.
Join tens of thousands of satisfied patients who have found lasting relief from their joint pain. Request a free consultation and find out if you're qualified for this therapeutic breakthrough. Call 608-927-4530.
If you want to avoid the process of surgery and the pain and the effort, you need to go to QC Kinetics.
Isn't it time you got your life back? Call now for your free consultation. 608-927-4530. 608-927-4530.
Plan your day with meteorologist Savannah Brito on News 3 Now this morning.
Hey, Savannah's here to help plan your day. Hey there.
Today we're going to see plenty of sunshine still, at least
Every morning, Savannah gives you an hour-by-hour forecast to help you plan your day.
We are tracking some isolated showers right now on radar. For the most part, that's moving over Fitchburg. We would see a couple of...
Plus traffic. Plan your day with meteorologist Savannah Brito. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30. Only on News 3 Now this morning.
Okay. Well, Wikipedia released its most visited page this year, and it's a list of people who died in 2024. The page was viewed 44 million times in second and third places, respectively. Pages about Vice President Kamala Harris and the 2024 presidential election. Other top pages include the Menendez brothers, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and the Indian Premier Cricket League.
Tonight's the next drawing for the Mega Millions jackpot. It's estimated to be up $541 million. No one matched all 6 numbers in Friday night's drawing, so for more than 2 months, no one has matched those 6 numbers. The drawing is tonight at 10. We'll be right back.
I've been a motorcyclist for a little over 20 years now. I always wanted to have a motorcycle my whole life, and dashing helps me support that hobby. I love the flexibility of dashing. I love the connections I make. Dashing lets me do what I want, when I want. I'm my own boss now. If dashers can maintain their freedom, flexibility, and independence, and have access to benefits, that would really be the best of both worlds. Portable benefits would help me cover medical costs, dental, vision. That would be fantastic.
Maddie has heart failure, and it can't be cured. It's hard for her to get out of the house, and she's missed so many good times. She's getting worse, and we need help with decisions about her care. Our neighbor is using a Grace, so I asked Maddie's doctor about them. Turns out, a Grace hospice care can help us. They're already managing Maddie's breathing trouble and edema better. And today, she's feeling up to a birthday party. A Grace, authentic care and connection. Visit agrace.org to learn how a Grace can connect with you.
When it comes to winning internet, TDS is in a league of our own. Just like the Green Bay Packers, Wisconsin born and bred, we live, work, play, hire, and get involved in the communities we serve. Like delivering the green and gold standard of internet. 100% fiber internet that's as fast, powerful, and reliable as your other hometown favorite, the Packers. TDS, internet that's built Wisconsin strong.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like hazy or blurred vision, so it's hard to see fine details. Colors that appear dull or washed out. Or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
Tomorrow on Live at 4, you know the giving trees you see this time of year where you take a tag and fulfill someone's Christmas wish? There's a tree that needs you. We'll show you how it helps people living with HIV and AIDS in the community and its roots in the community. Well, thanks for joining our Live at 4 program. We hope to see you back here on News 3 Now. We hope to see you back here tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.